Good to be with you, and thank you for allowing me into your hearts and homes, even if you can't afford the repayments. But this is not the fault of my government. It was the Howard Liberal government who said to the average Australian taxpayer and the average working family, ipso facto, how many times have we jumped over and said to ourselves, let's go back? These are the new things, but we come back and say, how many? How many indeed? Zizao, Chan Shang Yusi, Ayusi Fu. Malcolm Turnbull and your cronies, I say to you without reservation, that is not enough, as we must feel in our heart of hearts that the pathway of life is paved. And we must walk that white line, knowing that as you lift it as you will. It was Confucius who said, know not why, but why know not. As your Prime Minister, I say, I know everything, but at the same time, I know nothing. Mr. Turnbull, Mr. Non-Compos Mentis, all these factors impinge on who we are, and indeed who we aren't, don't they, or aren't we? My government in the past 12 months, or putting it another way, 1 year, has established a firm balance of payments on current account with diminishing returns to the government productivity ratio that will enable the Medicare levy to be translated quid pro quo. CPI, GDP, thereby allowing homes for homeless homing pigeons, South African snapping turtles and tall, naked cyclists. Against that background, I put to you, my fellow Australians and Tasmanians as well, that the way to the top of this wonderful country is not without precedent on a level playing field of best practice and centres of excellence related thereto and heretofore. The chalice from the palace clearly has the pellet with the poison. The vessel with the pestle, therefore, has the brew that is true. Only without we include therein can we walk unfettered into the sunshine of our God-given destiny. The choice is yours. Good to be with you, Tony, and thanks for having me on the program. Ni hao ma bo yo seo CCA. My question goes to popularity, and because I do look a little bit like Kevin Rudd, when he was popular, I was popular. And people would come up to me in the street and ask for my photo and autograph, and I'd say, no, I'm not Kevin Rudd, but eventually I gave up and got my photo taken as Kevin Rudd. So I've lost that popularity, and so has he. When Kevin was dismissed or knifed in the back, his popularity is gone. You're very popular at the moment, deservedly.
Well, thank you, Paul.
Deservedly so. My question is, how can I be less like Kevin and more like you?
He really does come from the electorate, apparently. I think that would be an impossible transformation.